there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're creating a really fun and expressive piece of abstract watercolor grid art. I'll be using a small round brush to make lines and marks, adding detail with a white Posca pen, and then finishing everything off with a purple outline around the grids. This project is simple, it's relaxing, and it's a great way to explore mark making and colour play. So let's get started. So firstly, I've got the cold press watercolor paper and I've taped that down, and then I've sectioned the paper into 8. So I'm starting by painting a loose grid using the watercolor. I've got the Kuretake paints today, and I'm just letting the brush create some natural imperfect marks, not worrying too much about it. The small round brush gives a lot of control, but I'm keeping the strokes loose and fluid. Each square is going to get its own personality with different colours and water levels. Some are soft and pale, others are bold and saturated. So it's dependent on how many lines you put in. So some of the lines are very, very bold. And then I've got some which have got some very loose circles in. So I'm just treating each box as an individual, and I'm just going with the flow. Whatever pops into my head, I'm just going to add it onto the page. So I'm pressing the brush down to make petal-like shapes, and then I'm using the tip of the brush for thin lines, dragging it sideways for that more boxy textured stroke. And this is where the grid starts to come alive. The more boxes you fill up with different patterns, the more interesting it becomes. It's sort of creating a really nice, beautiful rhythm across the page, because I am using very similar marks. Like you can see some lines, some petal shapes, some round circles, but just doing them in different order as I approach each of the grids. This one is more of a swooping kind of action, and then just using that tip of the brush again to add that little lines going on there. So I'll just pull it up to the camera so you can see the detail there. So I'm going to let that dry, and I've now grabbed my white Posca pen and I'm just going to add some mark making on top. So I'm adding tiny little dots and lines, little clusters of dots, some simple patterns inside some of the squares. You don't need to fill the whole of your paint with marks. You might want to leave some blank space there, or you may want to absolutely smother it with mark making. Whatever really floats your boat, just go with how you feel. The white really pops against these colours and gives the grid a more modern graphic touch to the page. So just adding these lines here, and sometimes I add dots next to those petals like I am here. Whatever's popping into my head, I'm just going to get that down onto the page. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe let me know in the comments what abstracts or mixed media ideas you want to see next, and I'll take that on board and I will try and emulate whatever it is you're looking for. So just continuing with the mark making, adding these round little circles. It's a bit like bubbles coming down the page there, and just bringing it down to the bottom of the grid there. I have got a members page, and there is a button just below. You'll be able to see it there, and you could just press that button. You'll be able to see what's on offer. There are 2 levels. We've got supporter, we've got super supporter. Being a super supporter means that you get videos first and you get members only videos. So here I'm just splattering that white Posca pen onto that lovely border there, and it really zings against the richness of this Kuretake paint. I love Kuretake paints. They just add that lush colour that sometimes you really want. I do like other watercolour paints for other reasons. Some give brilliant washes and some are a bit more luminous in colour. With the Kuretakes, I find that they are just very direct with their colour. You can see the colours on the lovely texture of that page there. It really does look beautiful. So just adding some little lines and dots on to this bit of grid here, and that's really fun to do. And just continuing filling up the page until it's full of this lovely mark making. You don't have to use Posca pen. You could use a gel pen. You might not want to use white. You might want to use other colours. Just go with how you feel. And every time I do grid art, it always turns out really different, just depending on what things that I choose to use. So that makes it really interesting. You're never going to get the same picture twice. So I'm just adding, this looks a little bit like stitching, I think, just going across the purple here, adding that stitchy kind of look to that purple band there. And then adding some lines, and I'm going to add some little dots down the side here. Just make those petals look really different to the ones that we'd just done earlier. And now I'm on to the last box and just putting the details in here. And then once we've done all our lovely mark making, we are going to peel off the tape. And I really do like peeling off the tape. Once you come to the end, you think, oh yeah, this is great. Peel it all off and see what you've got underneath here. So yeah, just peeling it off here. But to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed. I looked at this, I think because there was so much white in the grids, I thought, oh, it's not as prominent as what I would usually like. So then that made me think, well, what else can I do? So I decided to grab my purple Posca pen and get a ruler and outline these boxes. I just wanted them to look a little bit prominent, and while I was actually doing the painting, I was really excited to get to the end to see what it looked like. So I was a little bit disappointed. So adding this purple has just made it a little bit more richer. So I hope you like this, and thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon. Bye.